The name of the game is leverage. How do you go take this money so you can buy back your freedom? I don't use cash for nothing. I use credit to leverage everything. The biggest thing that people should be doing is, how do I take this money, go learn from someone else to help me make more money? Your biggest expense in life is what you do not know. Don't go another day, don't go another week, don't go another month without getting access to information that could potentially make you become financially free.
It has to work or it has to work.
Welcome to an episode of Circle of Greatness podcast. I'm excited, man. I'm bringing in 3 young guns, man. They're about to come on here and I'm like, yo, I need to hear gems. So for everybody don't know, y'all know this podcast is a masterclass, right? Anytime we're doing anything. So I had to bring these 3 young men up, man. I've been seeing they going crazy online and really impacting the culture, teaching all things. We talking about credit. We talking about storage units. We talking about getting in real estate, event spaces, like all the things. And some of these are what we call boring businesses, but they make a lot of bank. So I needed them to come on here and really just break down how they got in the game and how you too can win. So without further ado, man, I want to welcome my guys. And actually one of them, Derek Boone, man, he been with me now for about 5-6 years. And just to see how he's elevated and just crushing it in business and then just partnering with a lot of other dope people, I said, man, you got to come on here and just break down how y'all crushing it, what y'all doing, and how y'all can help people do the same. So without further ado, what's up, fellas? How y'all feeling, man?
What's up?
Yeah, man. What's up, man? We've been together now about 5-6 years, man.
Yeah, it's a long to see all what you got going on, man. I'm proud of you for real.
Yeah, bro. I'm proud of you, man. Just millions in real estate. When I started with you, you was outside. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know what you was doing outside, but you was working at the nursing home, doing whatever you're doing. But now to see event spaces, credit, buildings, millions and millions in real estate. And I remember earlier on when I connected you with Doug, you like, y'all want to get into real estate. I plugged you and you took the information, dog, and you went crazy with it. And you haven't looked back, man. What made you make a decision earlier on to really go all in with the info?
I think for me, I just need to see something one time. So I see somebody actually making moves, making plays. And like you and Doug, nowhere near where y'all at now, but you was a little in front of me. So a lot in front of me. So that's all I needed to see. And I think that's for a lot of people. You guys see, I'm more, you can read a book, you can hear something. But when I see it, like, yo, he owns 3, 4, 5 houses. That's 5 more than what I got. That's all I need to see. And then also just being fed up. I think everybody get in that position where they fed up. Like I was like, all right, this is making only this amount of money every 2 weeks, every week. Nah, that's not gonna cut it. Especially when you wanna do the things. And what we talk about, or having freedom, you can't really have no freedom when you want a limited income. It's impossible.
Yeah, ooh, that's good, that's good, that's good. So what is it, the main thing that you're doing now? I know you in real estate, you in event spaces, just all things like real estate right now? Yeah,
so we all things real estate. More so the buying holes, but what I'm actually doing now, we selling off a couple of our properties, our bigger deals, and connected with guys like my guy Mogul. Right now we own 3 commercial mixed-use buildings right now, so I like that model because now you can extract more money out of regular than just a regular rental. And don't get it twisted for people on here, the rentals got me where I'm at. $1,000 a month, $1,200 a month, $700 a month, all that stuff adds up. But now I'm looking into the commercial buildings, the warehouses, to do content studios, to do, bigger event spaces. You can make more, 30, 40, 50, $100,000 a month. So now we own 3 of them right now, commercial mixed-use buildings. And now I'm selling off some of my bigger stuff, which we got under contract right now. We're gonna make like $200,000 on. We taking that money and we putting in some bigger 50-unit building and stuff like that.
Ooh,
just trying to flip up.
You talking crazy. And you know the other thing that I'm proud of you on, and this is why I think exposure equals expansion. You saw me retire my mom. You retired your mom. You saw me get event spaces. You went and copped up multiple event spaces. Everything that you saw me do, I watched you do it at a high level. So it's huge. And now I'm seeing you partner with people, things that I do. And I'm sitting next to 2 of your partners. And one of them, Ramel, AKA Mogul, man, you teach storage units, bro. And it's not, I don't see many people talking about it, right? I don't see no one really talking about it. I actually just saw your story the other day that y'all went and bought a new unit or something. And just to know all of them doors is cash flow. I want you to kind of talk about your story and just that, bro. That's powerful.
Yeah. Thank you for having me, bro. So I've been in the real estate business 9 years. But but I started out on the residential side,
Yeah.
right? So buying 2 families, 3 families, 4 families. My very first deal was a duplex in it's a brownstone in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
I made 6 figures my very first deal in real estate. And I started just buying more properties, right? I'm going to the auction, I'm buying them blind. But I had about 40 doors, right? 27 years old, had $1 million portfolio, but then the pandemic happened. Nobody prepared for the pandemic.
Yeah.
And this is how I got into self-storage, because I got all these properties, but now I have tenants that's not paying me rent, and I can't evict them because of the eviction ban. And I'm stuck with heavy debt, mortgage, taxes, maintenance, but my cash flow is dry right now. So to be real with you, I had to figure out another way. So I started selling off a few of my properties to liquidate, bring some cash in. And there's one property in particular, because in 2020, the market was sky high. You had people paying $20,000, $30,000 over asking price. And one property in particular that I was selling, the buyer was actually giving me $20,000 more than what I was asking for. He just wanted me to deliver the property vacant.
Yeah.
I had a tenant in there that wasn't paying. I went to my tenant, I said, yo, I'm gonna give you $2,000 cash for keys. I just need you to get out of here. He agreed. He just want me to put his items in a storage unit for 90 days while he figure out what he gonna do. I said, bet, right? So I started looking for storage units in my county. Everything was sold out. Every single unit was sold out. I started scratching my head. I gotta be on this side of the business, right? Like, why is every single unit sold out in my county? Started YouTubing, Googling, trying to find all the information that I can. Went out to this mastermind, paid $50,000, learned this whole new world of self-storage. That same property that I sold to that buyer, I made $120,000, used that profit to go buy my first self-storage facility. And now we got over 300 units, another 240 under contract.
Wow.
But for me, it's about becoming more effective in less time.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to work 30, 40 years and retire and you got to pick up another job. I see my dad do it,
Yeah.
So with self-storage, I love it because you said it's a simple business.
Yep.
But no matter if the economy is on a downward trend, you're still gonna make money because people downsize.
Yeah.
They can't afford these big houses. Businesses are shutting down. You still make money.
Yeah.
We make money on the upward because when people start making more money, they buy more stuff.
Yeah.
And we still make money. So,
Bro, I just thought about it, bro.
Yeah.
I got 2 storage units right now.
Yeah.
Me too.
And one of them, it was the stuff from our apartment 2 years ago. I gotta cancel that storage unit, dog.
How much you paying on that?
I would probably say like $130 to $150 a month.
Dude just direct withdrew $120 out my account just now for
Yeah.
storage.
Me too.
And I just thought about it though. Peep this. This time 2 years, and we're not even like, I gotta get my wife to take care of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But imagine how many other people
Forgot.
about it. Ooh.
Yeah. It's a simple business. And I want to add this too really quick, right? You had that unit for 2 years, probably.
And you smile when you talk about this. It lights you up just knowing this game.
Because,
I got to get me one of
We
those.
increase the rents. Every 90 days, we increase the rents.
Every 90 days?
So you probably don't even know.
Probably paying
But
more.
you paying more than what you started out with because it's hitting your credit card. You're not paying attention to it. It's $130, right?
Yeah.
You used to paying mortgages, right? So
Yeah.
that's a simple transaction for you. But for my business, the revenue was growing. And with commercial real estate, the more income you bring out of your storage facility, the higher the value is. So, that's just how we do it.
Yeah. And let me ask you this. I want to say you even talked about it. It's a certain loan you could get in the 7A.
Yeah.
Tell me about, I feel like you talked. I saw maybe on social you talked about that. Educate me on, I want to go get a unit.
Absolutely.
Give me the play on that.
It's called the SBA 7A loan. And this loan is a small business loan. And most people heard about the SBA because of pandemic, COVID, PPP, EIDL loans. But the SBA been around since the 1950s. And this small business loan, you could go buy self-storage because self-storage is not only commercial real estate, it's a small business.
Yeah.
Because you're running a business and they finance you up to 90%. So if you go find a $500,000 facility, which is what we teach, right? 10% down, $50,000. Smitty, we show you how to go get $50,000, 0% interest business credit cards, and now you end the game of self-storage leveraging the SBA 7A loan.
Wow. Just like that.
Simple.
Ooh.
You really do this.
Yeah. No, I see he talk about that. Like, yo, I'm really outside.
You really do
I'm just
this.
not teaching y'all this. I really do this. And I love it. Yeah.
It's a fact.
So man, they tell me they call you the credit god or something
best.
out here, man. You out here getting people with bad credit funded. I feel like I was on your social one day, or I think you were live, and it was like funded 10 grand, 7 grand, 17 grand, 15 grand, 18 grand. And a lot of them was like, yo, I even got bad credit. So I'm assuming you teach people funding, teach people credit, and just really how to go ahead and leverage it, man. I want you to talk about what made you get into credit? And I gotta ask though, you got an 800 credit score. I saw that. Yeah. It had your name up top. There was no cap in that. I made sure. Yeah. So what I want to do is I want you to talk about, like, one, I need to know, how do I get an 800? I got a 783 or something, and they say it's hard to get an 800. And you younger than me, so I don't know. Am I missing I did have a late payment before.
Oh, then that's the number one issue.
All right, I had 2
late payments is the worst, and they worth like 70.
You know how the late payment got me, dog? One of them was that I'm in no credit card that I'm happy to say that, other than American Express every month. But personal utilization, 1%, have no utilization. And I had this Advantage Aviator card, bro. And it hit my credit 2 years in a row, the annual fee, and they charged me for that.
They charge you a late payment for not paying the annual fee on time.
Yeah, it got me.
You didn't shut that card down?
I shut it down now. I don't got it now. And they got me 2 years in a row. I was hot. So maybe that's the reason I don't got
That's the exact reason why. They worth like 60, 70 points. So if you go take care of that, you might be up to 8. You gonna
I'd be 850 then. You might be. But I want you to talk about, man, well, one, what made you learn credit? Normally I learned about credit after I messed it up.
Yep. Okay. Same kind of story.
Talk about it.
So first my friend got into it. So shout out to my guy Lamont and RPX too. Yeah. He got into the game first. I knew nothing about credit. Like 4 years ago, knew nothing about it. I had 400 credit score. Yeah. Just lollygag with my credit, trying to go in like Best Buy and get little stuff, not paying it back, just regular stuff. So he went through the process first. He went through the process of cleaning his credit, building his credit, and then he had started getting the real estate too. But he came back and showed me that he got approved for $20,000 on one card. And I was trying to figure out, all right, I'm trying to save $20K. Like it's hard for me to save $20K, so hard. So you mean to tell me you got approved for $20,000 in one day? I didn't even have to like get no speech or nothing like that. I literally moved off of that action. Like that's concept that you can get approved for $20,000 in one day versus me trying to save $20,000 over 4 years. I couldn't even do it. So it's easier for you to get approved for the money instead of trying to go save the money. So I understand that concept. I went to learning mode too. So I learned from him first. Then I got into RPX. Then I got exposed to like tenfold of what credit is really about. Yeah. So then my journey was cleaning my credit. Then when I got my credit clean, I started getting access to the money. Yeah. So when I started getting access to the money, this translated into, all right, I can get access to $100,000, $200,000. I leveraged that to start all of my businesses that I have now. Where to go to marketing. I got semi-truck company now. I got luxury car rental business out here in Atlanta now. I had bought like 10 units in Miami of Airbnbs off of it as well. I would not been able to start these businesses if it wasn't for me to be able to leverage the funding and the credit game. So I literally built my whole legacy off borrowed money and using other people's money, which is the bank's money, into these funding plays. Yeah. I built my whole 7-figure portfolio off of this stuff.
Yo, I know you're watching the episode right now, but stop really quick, right? Because I know you all about action. I want you to stop what you're doing right now and in the comments, let me know. Go to fundyourfreedommasterclass.com right now and join their free training that's going to literally break down everything they're talking about and give you so much more gems. So once you go through that masterclass, then you can join their virtual conference. But go ahead and get this free game right now to help you get that much closer to your goals and dreams. Listen, last year I spent $400,000 on personal development. By far one of the greatest things that I've done because I get access to information I didn't have. These guys break down things that I simply just didn't know. So I'm sure y'all gonna learn so much more. So with that being said, go to fundyourfreedommasterclass.com right now. Don't be late. We'll see you there.
I want to have somebody get funded on this podcast. I don't know if they say you nice like that, so I assume you could give them.
We did a masterclass the other day. He funded like $280,000 on. I never seen it before. Okay. He said, "Yo, let's do this." I said, "All right."
I never talked to him about this, but I want to see if you could get somebody funded on this podcast, and then they fill the comments up, about how they was able to get funded, whether they got good credit, bad credit. You know, let's
we
see
can do that.
You got
we can
that
do that.
sauce.
I think over the last 3 weeks, I funded upwards 800,000 or $1 million. But we'll just give them one. We'll just give them one. We'll just give them one. So let's say my favorite bank and lender is called NASA Federal Credit Union. Low key credit union everybody talking about right now, but they're giving out the bag. So what you have to do is probably go on Google and type in NASA Federal Credit Union pre-approval for a credit card. All right. So when we get on here, it's going to show you, it's going to tell you it's not effective to your credit score. So you're not going to get no hard pull to see the amount that's going to get approved for and things like that. So once we get on this screen.
I'm going on the site right now.
Go ahead. All right, let's get active. Matter of fact, we about to get Neo funded right now on the call. Right now on the podcast, I'll get Neo funded. And in the comments, y'all can get funded as well. I like this.
Get them the exact
live.
Get them the website.
Yeah.
Live.
I think we should
Spell it out.
live,
NASA.
live.
Go to the site.
I got you.
NASA.
Yeah, let's get Neo active.
I hope I got all the info. My assistant do all of this stuff, so I need to make sure.
I mean, this gonna be easy
Yeah,
for you.
my
You
man
might get
don't
you
know
might get higher than
nothing.
anybody. Neo might get like 50,000.
She'll come back 160.
Now they probably getting like 30, 40,000 though. Right now we're doing platinum cash rewards card.
Okay.
So it's gonna ask you what card are you interested in. So you
Okay,
choosing
platinum cash rewards card. Put my name
It's
in.
gonna ask your first name, your last name.
Yep. Mobile number.
You gotta put your real phone number in there
Yep.
to get it. You're gonna send a code. They're gonna send a code to you for you to confirm you're real.
Okay.
So put your real phone number, real email.
Real email. Okay.
It's my secret bank, y'all. Don't be giving out my bank. I gotta just keep it a secret.
Yeah. In their home dresser, what you call
Put
it.
your home address.
U.S. citizenship. We about to see if he that guy in real life, y'all.
Yeah, U.S. citizenship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Date
My
of
money
birth.
on 'em.
Yeah.
I put everything on.
Y'all talking real spicy in
I put
here.
houses on them.
Jeez.
I put houses on them.
Yeah.
100%. I don't do that for everybody.
Yeah, and y'all need to be doing this right now with
Right
me.
now.
Because you
Everybody.
said, and it ain't no hard.
No effect to your credit reports. I don't care if you got good credit, bad credit. Up. It don't matter who you are, what you are. You can be able to get approved right now. You got to go apply to. You got to try.
Yeah, that's good. Success loves speed too.
Facts.
So, all right, let's
Now
see
it
what we
stands for no
got.
opportunities wasted.
Yeah, so we sitting there doing it. Okay, text me a code.
Okay.
Man,
It's gonna text y'all a code. Make sure you put the right code in.
let's go.
And then we get
See,
Neo.
it's
approved.
spinning. It's spinning.
All right.
Spinning. See what we got. Woo!
Talk to me.
170.
Talk to
Man,
me,
let
Neo.
me see your John.
Talk to me, Neo. Talk to me, Neo.
I want to record this so they know this ain't no cap.
Yeah, talk to me, Neo. Just talk to
Let
me,
me
man.
see what we got in here.
Talk to
Hold
me,
on.
Mr. Davis.
This
man.
right here on the I got a credit line 20 grand.
Oh, you got approved for 20,000?
$1,000.
Yeah, 20 grand
And,
right
and
here.
what? 1 minute? 2
Yeah,
minutes?
1
Come
minute.
on.
Wow.
Live.
Woo.
Yeah, talk spicy.
That's
We talk
legit
spicy.
too. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
All
we
right.
talk spicy,
okay.
man.
Dang.
Yeah.
And they got me 3 cards. Select and continue. I got all these
if you
different
want to,
Visa.
if you want to.
Yeah.
You know,
Dang.
and that's just one. So imagine if we go
That's
get you
just
10.
one.
So imagine if I give you 10 of my exact lenders or my exact banks, and then you go get all 10 and you accumulate, what? 200,000.
You get
So
spicy like this?
We get spicy like that. So
You tell me I got 20 grand right now that I can go invest, get an Airbnb if I want to, put 3.5% down, buy an investment property if I want to. Single family or
I got a little
duplex.
hack for that, but yeah.
I could possibly put this with somebody else and get a storage unit, down payment,
Facts.
and you could get me more money like this.
I'll get you more money like that. So then you obtaining
Yeah,
these
like
things that.
that.
You're talking about with somebody else's money, but not no money out your
Because
pocket.
I want to be very clear. Anybody looking at this, when you get this type of money, this is not for Neiman's. This is not for Saks. This is not to go get fly. The name of the game is leverage. How do you go take this money so you could buy back your freedom? That's the real game. Like every dollar I get now to this, people get it wrong. Like I don't use cash for nothing.
No.
I use credit to leverage everything. So if you go get approved for this, the first thing you should be asking myself is, how do I buy back my freedom? Like, how do I go take the money that I just made and allow it to go make me more money? Doug always talk about the book, The Richest Man in Babylon. And the
Facts.
book talks about making your soldiers work for you. Your money needs to be like an employee. It should always be working for you.
I want to double back on what you said, how it all transfers.
Yeah.
That's called our 2-year millionaire play, right? So
Tell me
he's
about
getting
it.
you $20,000 in funding.
Wow.
We
That's
have a
crazy,
lot of
too. That was
deals.
fast.
Yeah, live right there.
Yeah.
We have a lot of deals, a lot of projects that you can get in for $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, 3% down, 5% down, 10% down. And on those projects, we can either refi them out, get a lump sum of 20, 30, 40, 50. I got refis where I got $160,000, or you can go and flip it and make 30, 40, 50, $100,000. But then you take that lump sum, and then what we do, we call it flipping up. So like I was just saying, explaining earlier, we flipping up and go right into the commercial. So it's literally stops and then just go right into being a millionaire off of utilizing someone else's money and then going right into residential and commercial. So it's a whole setup. Like just do it step by step by step.
Yeah.
Playing a long game, but it's not even long. A year, 2 years, like that's not long at all. You really think about it.
To buy back your freedom for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
But here's the cool thing. I kind of heard you say, you mentioned the RPX. I know you mentioned the RPX. I know you, like the commonality that I know, I mean, I know how much you've invested, gave me well over 60, 70,000, right? Right. The commonality that I heard from each of y'all is y'all constantly investing in yourself. Yeah. So I ain't gonna, all of the stuff that y'all saying sounds great, from storage units to credit to real estate. And I want another play from all of y'all because I want to make sure people will get played up. But the biggest investment I think you will ever make is the one y'all made, which is in yourself.
100%.
Like that, like I love real estate. I love event spaces. I love all of that. But the biggest thing that people should be doing is, how do I take this money, go learn from someone else to help me make more money? Period. So
Only way
I just commend y'all for doing that, like taking all of the money that you're making or a portion of it and constantly saying, who can I seek out to go get more information? What can I learn? And a lot of people think when I talk like this, I'm not talking like this to sell me for you to get in my mastermind or get in your mastermind. If you do that, it's going to help people more than it's going to help me or help you all, right? But I'm telling you that it changed everything. I'm telling you that I watched it change everything for you. Retiring your mom, like doing all, it happens when you get access to the right information. So I want y'all to give, if y'all could give some more plays. One of the plays I want from you that I heard that is powerful, bro, is the family meeting and pulling some money together. Like that, bro, listen to what happened to me, bro. This is wild. 7 years ago, and I love my day ones. If y'all see this, y'all know I love y'all. But I came to the table with multiple people, guys, and I didn't understand that how you did it, like how you break it all down. Maybe I didn't cast the vision well enough, but I'm like, yo, here's the play. We gonna get inside of the event space industry. I need everybody here to commit to $300 a month. Just say it was 4 or 5 people. But the goal was to put 10 people, and that's $3,000 a month collectively, $36,000 a year. I'm going to run the event space for us. Y'all put the money up, and we're going to build multiple businesses off of the event space. So we'll have the event spaces. We got rental company now, right? So now we got the rental company where you want to rent tables, chairs. We got the decorating company inside of here, right? Rental company, decorating company, the event spaces, and we'd have built 1 or 2 other companies off of that same investment. We didn't end up doing it. It was a few people ready to do it. We didn't end up doing it. So what happened was we probably would have 4 or 5 event spaces if we all committed at that time. But some of us I'd rather spend that money on something that won't grow. I only think about, what if we would have done that? How far would we all be collectively as a unit? How powerful would this be? So if somebody can grasp the idea of bringing your people to the table, getting all on one page, everything changes. So I want you to kind of talk about, I don't know if there's a formula where you're getting your people where they understand, because I want people to start this family meeting thing. Yep. I want people to start this pulling your money together and going crazy. We could do a lot by ourselves, but you could do so much more together. Yeah.
Nah, man. So this family legacy meeting is so powerful, right? And I'm gonna break down the entire blueprint, but it's 3 main principles that everybody that's watching right now, in order for you to master the family legacy meeting, it's 3 main principles, right? Number 1 is information. You can't go to your family and friends and you haven't went out there and got no mentorships. You haven't done no personal development. Why would they believe in you? Why would they trust in you? So you got to be the first person to go out there and get in a new room, be exposed to a new environment, and master and fall in love with the information. That's first and foremost. Number 2 is going to be integrity. So once you get the information, you got to be a man or a woman of your word and execute on the information. How many people pay for courses, mentorships, and don't even execute?
Facts, bro.
Sitting in an email, sitting on the Zoom, camera off, but you're not moving. Yeah. That's not, you don't have integrity now. So I say integrity is not you being honest, right? It's one thing, being honest, like looking in the mirror knowing I got to go to the gym. But having integrity is actually living out your truth. I know I got to go to the gym, I'm going to go do it. I know I need to change my family life, I'm going to go do it, right? So information, integrity, and the last thing is the impact. How could you provide value to someone else? So you go to your family and friends and you don't even have an opportunity for them to make money, or you don't even see something in them where, all right, cuzzo, I know that you rap. My opportunity for you is I'm gonna help you get a studio because I know you like to rap. I need to see the value in you, right? And provide some impact. So information, integrity, and impact. You master those 3 principles. Now we can go to the table, we create our first family legacy meeting, right? So with the family legacy meeting, we have a susu. So we all come together, we put up $200 each person, right? Every single month, we take the pot and we go invest to help someone else's personal development. So this month we'll fix auntie's credit. Next month we take the pot and we invest. This is what we did with my dad back in 2019. We paid for him to go get his private money broker certification. So he brokered all the deals that we do when we buy real estate.
Dang.
Wow.
We took the pot, paid for my brother's life insurance license so he could be a life insurance agent. Now he sets up all of our policies. We don't need to go outside for nothing. Everything is done right here. But we have to have that blueprint. Now, when we also do, I make sure before you show up to the meeting, you got to have your credit report pulled up. I send you the link, get your credit report pulled up, and everybody have their LLCs. And we go around the table, we want to see who has the best credit profile. So we know how to move you around. My cousin, he works 40, 50, 60 hours a week, know nothing about credit or investing. He's just a responsible person. He pays his bills on time. Opened up his credit profile, 800 credit score, didn't even know it.
Wow.
I said, all right, cuz, look, if I could get you some money, would you be open to it? I said, all right, cool. I put him on my business as a member on an operating agreement, got him $45,000 in business credit in 24 hours off a Chase business credit card. Now got him $45,000, and this is the strategy that we're gonna teach them in our Fund Your Freedom Challenge, right? I had a 2-family property. Yeah. I leveraged hard money. So they gave me most of the money. I had to only come to the table with $8,000, right? Wow. I went to my cousin, I got you $45,000, 0% interest for 12 months. Let's pull the $8,000 off that credit card. Let's use it as a down payment to go buy this 2-family. Mm-hmm. Now I'm gonna pull off additional $30,000 to float the construction because we need to invest in the construction. Hard money gives us the money back. So we took off almost $40,000, right? That same $40,000 with the Chase business credit card, this is where the strategy coming at. When you pull $15,000 off that card in the first 30 days, you get back cash back, $750. I used that $750 to cover the minimum payment on the card for a couple months. So none of us got no money out of our pocket. That same property, sold it, made $120,000 profit, paid my cousin cars back off, and gave him 20% profits, and we all made money. Never came to the table with anything, but it started from a family legacy meeting. And now collectively we have over $4 million in lines of credit and capital where when I find a storage facility, I don't need to go look for somebody else. I call my cousin, I call my brother. Call my wife, what we doing? Let's go buy this. The storage facility that you see me with on the gram, we just picked up another 3 of them.
Yeah,
that's us together.
I want to get in the game on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need one of them joints.
It's passive.
Bro, I just don't want what you to say to go over, like, you literally could do this one activity and potentially change your family. And it may be, y'all could do $50 a month, $25, $100. 200 is, I think you should put something up that calls you to stretch. And then I'm only thinking, imagine when you start doing it with some friends and now y'all putting a stack up of each with 5 homies. Yeah. Ooh, but you said you want to add something.
That's on a positive note, but think about it on like a pain for other high level investors and entrepreneurs that's watching this. One of my friends was telling me how he got into an issue with fraud with the bank. Now he didn't do fraud, but somebody did fraud on his account. They froze all his stuff. So think about it on this point, he was just saying like, yo, I'm jammed up. I don't have nobody that can help me. Think about like if you guys do this and that conversation and your conversation I had with you, I had me text my family like, yo, I thought about it. Yo, what if I get my stuff, my assets get locked up? I can't call nobody or I gotta call people like you guys, which I appreciate you guys are willing to do stuff, but like that, I can't even call my cousin, my brother, my sister and things like that because nobody else is moving at high level. So what if we make sure we all now can stay in the immediate fame? Like, yo, listen, let me get 10,000 real quick just to cover me until they lift the freeze off my account. So not even just from a positive buying assets, but what happens when you get in the jam. And that's what happens where we all go through something that eventually at one time. So now if we got a family legacy meeting and everybody getting put on and we setting up this big pot, your stuff get frozen up or just a deal goes bad, you can say, yo, brother, let me just get 10,000 real quick just to finish until this next closing and then we put it back in the pot. Like things like that. Because stuff does go left sometimes and that can save the whole situation.
Listen, I know you're enjoying the episode right now. They are going crazy with the game they're sharing right now. But listen, I would be remiss if I didn't have you go join their challenge right now. This 5-day virtual conference. They're literally going to give you everything you need to know. If you think this episode is something, I can only imagine spending 5 full days with them, getting all these strategies, gems to help you get to the next level. I want you to go to letsfundyourfreedom.com right now so you can register, right? And join this 5-day virtual conference where you're going to learn everything you need to know to take you and your business to that next level. Listen, I believe in these young men and I know they're going to bring so much heat. So with that being said, let's get back into the episode. Let me ask you this, because you've been partnering with people. You got several successful partnerships.
Yeah.
You and Ramel, Smitty, you and Reek, like you got a lot of different, you partner with your mom to get her event space.
Yeah.
How are you selecting and finding good partners? Because that's another important piece, because everybody's not a good fit. Do you got a criteria that you are using?
So me, it's a good thing and a bad thing, but I'm a little reserved on partnerships.
Yeah.
I just was having this conversation because I feel like someone says, yo, we just did $10,000 in a day. Oh, let me partner with you. Don't realize all the toxicity behind that partnership that's really make the $10,000 not even worth it. You know, so I'm more so I read people, I watch people and just look at their overall lifestyle. And sometimes I might even just throw out different things and see how you jump. Like, yo, listen, they just made $10,000. Whoa, we gotta do it. Like, relax. You don't even know what we doing to make the 10,000. You just heard 10 and you jumped on it. Yeah. Whereas though people like you, Smitty, Ramel, I say, yo, this is a move you can make 10,000 a day. Okay, what is it? What does that entail? So now I know, okay, it's not just about the money for you. So that's the things we need to ask our partners. And also, what is a long-term goal? Like, you know, I had the conversation with all you guys about, yo, this is something I'm thinking about doing, but if this is not a 12-month play, I'm cool. Yeah. Everybody was with it. And I had that conversation with someone else before, and they was like, nah, I'm really trying to do a one-off. You see, they not here. We're not talking. So that's the biggest thing. What is your long-term goal and how fast you jumping before I even get the details? Because that means you just want the money.
Yeah, that's good. Money, it ain't always about money, bro. It's not always about money. Hey, tell me about because I feel like so many people just don't know about the FHA 3.5% down. Yeah. I don't even know if you still an active realtor, but you helped a lot of people get in their first investment property leveraging FHA, bro. And I think it's something that not enough people, I don't hear people really talk about. Is that still a thing that?
No, yeah, hell yeah.
I know it's still a thing, but is that a way people still should be getting locked in?
Yeah, so I want to give a hack on that.
And
I want to add Smitty in on this hack because he just got you proof for 20,000. So what FHA is pretty much like a first-time home buyers program. So it's a loan product that allows you to buy up to 4 units, but you only have to put 3.5% down. Yeah. So if you buy a $100,000 property, you only have to put down $3,500. But the only catch is it has to be in your personal name. It has to be move-in ready. It doesn't have to look, luxurious, but it has to have a stove. It has to have, the house can't be like the ceiling falling. It has to be solid. The water running, the stove. It doesn't even have to have a refrigerator, but it has to be livable. So I help so many people become real estate investors just by buying their first triplex, buying their first duplex, buying their first 4 unit. And it gets real creative because what I always tell people, the other thing is you have to move into one of the units. So if you buy a 3-unit building, 2 of them has to be, one of them has to be empty, the other 2 can be rented. Yeah. So where it gets real creative is what we'll do is make sure you closing that property in the beginning of the month. Because if you own a property and I buy it off you, now that month's of rent comes to me now. So let's put it like this. Let's say, for example, you buy a 4-unit building, right? Let's say you buy a 4-unit building for $200,000. Just throw out a number. Now, let's say, for example, 3 of those units are rented $1,000 a piece, 1,000. You're moving in on that 4th unit. So now we close on June 1st. Now you had to give me $1,000, $3,000 on that first month. Now you have to give me another $3,000 because you got to give me that last month's rent. You got to forfeit that. And also all they security deposits, you have to forfeit that too. Even though we have to hold that on the side, but at least $6,000 of rent is just fronted to you right out the gate. Wow. Now on top of that, right, where it really gets creative right now, interest rates are high, so the market is a little slower. So now is a time where when interest rates are high, the market is slower, property is sitting longer. So now you could do something called X for a seller's assist. So if you're trying to sell your house that's been sitting for 3 months and I say, look, I'll buy it if you can help me with some of my closing fees. So now if I say, hey, with FHA, you can ask for up to 6% seller's assist. So if you're selling a house for $100,000, I can ask for up to $6,000. But if nobody buying a house, or if you in a market where there's a lot of there's a lot of people we're not in Beverly Hills. So if you don't give me 2% sellers, somebody else gonna ask for it anyway.
Yeah.
We all in the same neighborhood. So now you can only have to put down 3.5%. You can get all your taxes and your other closing fees wiped out with the seller's assist. Not to mention, let's say, for example, you only needed to bring $7,000 to the table. You just got what from the rent? $6,000 right there. So now you're only coming to the table with $1,000. I help so many people do this. And now where it gets even more creative.
So wait, you tell me you still you don't even gotta come to the table with the whole 7?
Because what's going to happen, you have a HUD. So you have this buyer side and the seller side. The seller's going to take the $6,000 because they're not going to give you another $6,000 on the side. They're just going to take it out of their profit and move it to your side. So now there's $6,000 from the first, last, and security from all the units, which is actually more than that, but we taking $3,000 put on the side for security deposit. They just going to move it to your side, which is going to be minus what you need to bring. So if you need to bring $7,000, they're going to minus the 6. Now it's going to say cash from bar $1,000. So now you have to worry about that. But where Smitty come in, if you utilizing business credit, I only say use business credit on your investment properties, not on your personal house, where nobody notice. But when you go with FHA, they ask for last 2 years tax returns, they ask for last 2 years W-2s, and they ask for last 60 days bank statements. You can't buy a house with lended money. Your down payment has to come from you specifically. Yeah. But what happens if the money you got from the credit card was from a statement 3 months ago? They can't see it on the statement. Yeah. So now you liquidate the credit card. So this is a long-term, I'll say long-term, but it's a 3-month playout. If I know, all right, I want to buy this property in, let's say October, let me move my stuff around now. So when I go and make the move in October, they only looking at statements from September and August. I did the move in July. So they don't see that I moved money from a credit card in my account. So now I can use that credit card money, that business credit money to go ahead and close my property and that my down payment. So now I finagled everything. I went ahead and got you to give me the rent to coming in, and then I use your seller's assist to cover my extra fees, and then I use the credit card you just got approved to cover the last little piece that I got to go ahead and pay for. Crazy. So now I'm no money out of pocket on the FHA loan, which is unheard of, but we do this. I've helped dozens and dozens of people. Oh, it's legit. Oh, it's 100% legit.
Crazy.
Then on top of that, this is what you really want to make sure to do, just so people are clear. When you're going to buy these properties, make sure that the homeowner has the tenants on a month-to-month lease. That way, because when you buy, this is probably the biggest thing you want to make sure, because when you buy a property with a tenant in there, the tenant moves with the house. So if you buy a house that's somebody paying $400 a month and they sign them up for a 2-year lease, you got to stick with that. Yeah. But if I bought it on a month-to-month lease, all I got to give you is 30-day notice. Hey, look, I'm the new homeowner. You're either going to pay this $1,000 a month in rent now, or I'm kicking you out. And, you know, as hard as it sounds, you're buying it at this new mortgage. $400 might work for them, but $400 is not going to cut it for your mortgage payment now. Yeah. But if you buy a house with a tenant in there and they got a 2-year lease, you stuck with that. So that's some of the things with FHA.
That was a lot of heat right there.
Yeah, man.
That was an FHA Bible right there.
I'm talking about, it's more than that too, but that's like.
That was light, huh?
That's like
that's the FHA Bible though.
4 year, it's 4-year-old.
Make an
You
ebook
gotta
off
go through
that.
that to even talk about
Like
that.
an ebook off that.
I personally sold, like a lot of people when I started as a real estate agent, I've sold a lot of, like my first year, we sold 19 cribs from March 2017 to December. And like the whole reason I got kind of into coaching, my office was trying to figure out how I was selling so many houses. They asked me to start teaching the other agents. Yeah.
Bro, can you imagine at that time you were out here, because you know the cribs in Philly, they only going for like 200.
I was going selling between 200,000 to 300,000.
But imagine out here $1 million, $2 million, 500,000, 700,000.
I ain't never think about it. You pissing me off now.
Yeah. Because I ain't gonna lie, while you were talking, I was thinking about you open up a brokerage down here, just get the realtors up. I've learned that you can open up a brokerage and not be a licensed realtor. You just you partner with somebody who owns, you partner with.
The heck is you buy the building that they rent the space out for the brokerage, and then you hire a CEO to run the brokerage.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Basically, Kiana told me, I believe, like you partner with, I don't want to say her because I always like to be accurate. I won't say here, but there's a way that you can buy the brokerage.
Yeah.
and start a brokerage and not be a
I
licensed
learned that
realtor?
from when I was a licensed realtor. The person that owned that, not say owned, but had that branch where we working out of, he did that. He was like, yo, being a broker is not saying it's a bad thing, but he broke down the numbers.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm getting a piece of everybody money and I'm still not responsible for you.
Yeah, that's
Because as
it.
a broker, you responsible for them people.
Bro, that's game changing, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Credit guy, you got anything else for the people, man?
Yeah,
You just gave me 20 grand. I'm excited that I'm like, what else you got up your bag of tricks?
Got another
so,
120 for you.
Yeah, we typically in the challenge, what I'm gonna teach is how to get 50K to 100K. So we're gonna do some business credit card stackings and lines of credit stacking methods to be able to get you more money.
So the stacking, when you say stacking, what do you mean by that?
So I mean by this. Okay, so I know 50 lenders and banks that we can go get a bag from. There's so many banks out here, and then we like to use leverage credit.
Easy, kind of how you just gave me that?
Just as easy.
Wow.
1 minute, 20,000. So if we can leverage.
That's crazy to me, though.
It
That
is.
that crap was fast.
I fell in love with this stuff, bro. I
Yeah.
fell in love with it because that right there. How could I get access to $20,000 in 1 minute? This is amazing to me. So I leverage all the cool credit unions that I found over time to be able to stack them up. So we can go to one bank, be able to do it, but we strategically do it though. So this is the catch. We have 3 credit bureaus: Experian, TransUnion, Equifax. Yeah. The way you have to do it is you have to know which banks pull from which bureau before we go do the stacking method, because we can't fill up one bureau and we'll start getting declined. And that's where the knowledge come in at. Yeah. So you got to know the information of which banks pull from which bureau. So I got to go to one that pulls Experian first, then the one that pulls Equifax, then the one that pulls TransUnion. So now I got 3 separate approvals, but only looks like to the banks, I got 1 inquiry in each bureau. So now you got $20,000 in 1 inquiry in 1 bureau. If I get $20,000 in Experian, $20,000 in Equifax, $20,000 in TransUnion, I just accumulate $60,000 with 3 different approvals, but only 1 inquiry in each bureau. So then we stack them up in that way. So now I can go get you probably 9. Now I'll say 3 in each bureau. Yeah. 9 credit cards, 10 to 20,000 each. We accumulate 50 to 100 plus $1,000 in that manner, all on the business side, so we can leverage it to invest at 0% interest. And then, so people that got bad credit. So we got to talk about people that got bad credit, because 80, 60, 70% of the world got bad credit. I just want to give them a program that I use to be able to help them clean it up with the new AI and ChatGPT method. Right. So what we use is a system that automatically pulls up the negative items.
You about to get started.
Right. And then the system finds your negative items for you, pull them up for you, and tell them, hey, these are the items that need to be disputed. Take care of these. But then the system also now automates for it to draft you up a dispute letter to challenge those items for you. Wow. So now they automatically pull up your negative items. They're automatically pulling up a draft letter for you to be able to dispute them all. And now they just include it for you to automatically get them sent off to the credit bureaus right from your home and your computer. Wow. So within less than 8 minutes, you should be able to find your negative items, draft the letter, and send it off to the credit bureaus to be able to clean your credit report with that system.
I ain't gonna hold. Y'all, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know how long we've been here, but y'all spit so much game just for me. Like, and I'm somebody that got like I said, 783. Like, I didn't know nothing about the FHA play. I know nothing about the darn storage units. I know nothing about, and I'm somebody who's deep into this. $400,000 I spent last year on personal development. Just all these, but I want more plays, more boring businesses, more. And I know y'all can't give me that in a short period of time. I heard y'all got something coming up where y'all pretty much breaking down y'all plays over a virtual conference. Really talk to me about that and how people can really tap in, because I'm like, yo, if I had this type of information earlier on, financial freedom is easier. And it's funny, you talked about 20K that you just showed me how to go get. My last job, probably I made 20K for a year, if that, on my last job.
Wow.
So again, for somebody who's just working, it's hard to just go, you just can't you can't just manufacture 20K at my job I was at. So if you learn these plays, you can literally go take 20 and go turn that into 100 maybe. So tell me a little bit what y'all got going on, how people could tap in.
So we got a 5-day class, really 6 days, but it's called the Fund Your Freedom class, Fund Your Freedom Challenge. And it's powerful, and nobody else on the planet is doing this. And I stand on that because we're not just a lot of people that do funding, they just show you funding and say, hey, we got you 100,000, go about your day. A lot of people that's doing real estate.
What do I do with it? Like I got
there you go. You already said.
A lot of people do real estate. Yo, here go a deal, buy it. And they're like, well, where the money come from? That's not my problem. We're actually putting everything all in one. So on day one, we're showing you how to fix your credit and build your credit up. because it's not always just about the number, but it's about the profile, and also showing you how to get the number up and structure the profile. But then we showing you how to then go ahead and take that profile and then go get up to $100,000 in funding.
Yeah.
He got you 20,000 in 10
Crazy.
seconds. Imagine 5 days.
Yeah.
Like, literally think about it. Imagine.
It's crazy.
So then we take that money, and I'm gonna show you specifically how to find deeply discounted properties. And this is the best time right now because the market is a little funny. It's funny for some people, but it's perfect for you.
Yeah.
So now you can go ahead and take that money and buy deeply discounted properties on a fraction. But then we're gonna show you how to analyze those deals and then have the perfect exit strategies for those deals. So when you get out of those deals, make $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. Some people might make even 6 figures off of deals. That's what we do. Now we could take that money and go right and dump it into commercial real estate, storage units, warehouses, all these different bigger boy plays, which now you can do all this. This is a one, for if you really execute this, like the day the challenge starts, this is like a 6-month move.
Yeah.
Where all of this is all is completed. But now if you go and take your time with this, the 12-month play, everybody can go and do all these things. And I'm excited about this because, you know, the cost of each one of us individually is, you know, $20,000, $20,000, $30,000. But you get access to this entire challenge for as little as $300 for the full 5 days.
Crazy.
We got a Facebook group where people can jump in and connect. Our last challenge, people had made business partners, people bought properties together. Like, the list goes on. We'll be on for another 30 minutes talking about everything that's included.
Tell them how they website, what y'all got, how they can tap
so
in.
they can tap in by going to Let's fundyourfreedom.com, and that give you guys access to everything. And we got some crazy special guests dropping even more game and gems. But like, I'm so, you know, proud of this because, you know, we all individually doing some amazing things, but we actually sitting together, clearing our schedule for a week to give you guys game, an hour and a half to 2 hours Monday, hour and a half, 2 hours went Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, every single day. Like,
That's a conference. Friday virtual. Y'all keep saying that. That's a virtual experience, a conference.
Yeah.
Wow. So listen, y'all, man, just let everybody know where they can find y'all at, man. And the website is
Let's fundyourfreedom.com.
Let's fundyourfreedom.com. Let everybody know where they can tap in with y'all at.
Yes, you can find me on Instagram, Mogul Lifestyle _. That's MOGULLIFESTYLE _. Tap in. We're gonna continue to give y'all game.
Yep. You can follow me on Instagram at _Smitty The Goat _ When every time you hear Smitty, we talking about getting you the bag. I like it.
What you got?
And DS Boone, DSBOONE.
And guys, listen, as you guys know, I don't really bring a bunch of people on my platform unless I know them, unless I trust them. I've been with him 6 years, right? And I know just the integrity, the character, and I know he's about getting people results. That's why they're here. And I'm happy just the game y'all gave in this 30, 40 minutes. I only can imagine what y'all going to get spending 5 days with him. So let's go to letsfundyourfreedom.com. The link will be below. I might even pull up and come speak. Yeah, I don't know. I might have to come bless y'all people.
You got to. I just got you $20,000 in 1 minute. You gotta.
I might come bless y'all.
You gotta come bless
something.
me.
I remember when you opened up your event space, when you kind of crowdfunded, you did it. Imagine you just got the credit.
The credit done. It would have been easy. Listen.
Imagine.
Yes, y'all, let's go to letsfundyourfreedom.com. Tap in with these brothers. It's going to be an experience of a lifetime. And again, your boy just might pull up. So link will also be below. And again, one of the things is I always tell people, your biggest expense in life is what you do not know. Don't go another day. Don't go another week. Don't go another month without getting access to information that could potentially make you become financially free. So again, we see y'all on the next episode. Peace.